In today's video, I'm going to give you the 10 most important things to know when starting a YouTube channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Empathetic Wanderers. My name is Jeff, and on this channel I give you ways to deepen your travel experience, hopefully access otherwise inaccessible situations while traveling abroad. But today's video is going to be a bit different than normal. So in today's video, I'm just going to give you my 10 things to focus on and 10 things to know when you are starting a YouTube channel. The disclaimer, of course, is I am by no means an expert on this. I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't even have 1,000 followers. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But this is just all of the stuff that I've learned over the past 9 months. And I know that I would have appreciated knowing these things. And it's come up enough with people who are just starting their YouTube channels now, who have reached out to me over Instagram or something like that, that I felt like it might be a good idea just to put it in a video, because if I keep typing it all the time, I might as well make a video about it. Like I said, I started 9 months ago, moved to Asia, and make videos on Asia, vlogs on Asia, and make a lot of language videos. And there was I knew that there was going to be a lot of stuff that I needed to learn because I didn't know how to film, I didn't know how to vlog, I didn't know how to edit, I didn't know anything. But there was definitely more than I had originally anticipated. And so these are just some of the things that I thought off the top of my head were really important things to know, because this really is a long haul kind of job. It's not something, we all focus on the people that make it really fast, but for every person that makes it really fast, there are thousands that don't. And so it's really important to know kind of the building blocks that you need to build a business, because ultimately when you're starting a YouTube channel, no matter what the theme, no matter what you talk about, like, you're building a business around yourself and whatever it is that you talk about on your videos. And so it takes a lot of time. So I'm just going to get into those videos. If you like videos on Asia, I'm not going to be doing lots of videos about becoming a YouTuber. But if you do like videos on Asia, if you like videos on Japan specifically, as that's where I live, definitely check out my other videos. And if you like them, consider subscribing to keep up on all the videos I put out. But without further ado, I'm just going to get into the 10 things that I think every person should know when they are starting a YouTube channel. So my first tip would just be start. I can't stress enough how many things there are to learn that you can't be prepared for. So there's obviously like the basic things, like learning how to edit a video, learning how to get comfortable in public. Well, like if you're doing vlogs, I guess, learning how to get comfortable in front of a camera in public, looking at the viewfinder instead of looking at yourself in the screen if you have a camera with a flip back screen. But there's just a lot of stuff, and I think the way that I had originally conceptualized starting this channel was like, I'm going to start it and then I'm going to move, and I kind of did that, but then I did realize, a couple months before I moved, so a couple months before January, I bought my camera and I was like, I should probably make a vlog. I probably, in retrospect, should have made 10 or 15 vlogs, but I made one vlog. It took me a long time, but it gave me kind of a little bit of an idea of not just what I needed to know, but what my weak spots were. So being able to see on camera what I was doing differently and what I needed to improve on really helped me understand where I could make improvements on videos in the future. So there is no perfect time to start something really difficult. It will be difficult. So just start. Even if the videos never see the light of day, like, just start filming yourself. Just start writing down ideas of, things that you want to do for the channel, videos that you want to do. Get your camera equipment, test it out, just start even if you don't actually post a video for 5 months, because it will help enormously. So the next one that I would say is upload often. Every YouTuber will say this, like, consistency is very important. If you think about your own, if you are a YouTube consumer, like if you watch YouTube yourself, we are just like constantly digesting new content. And so even I think the people that are the best and the most well-intentioned and want to continue following your channel might miss your new content if it's not as consistent. And then also on a more technical level, YouTube's algorithm, or YouTube as a platform, kind of like understands, that consistency means lots of unique content, and they're going to want to push that more. So the goal, of course, being that your videos are popping up in people's searches, but also that your subscribers are seeing your videos in their recommended, or that your subscribers are seeing your videos pop up when they open up their YouTube application. So uploading often is really important. In the beginning, when you first start, well, I don't know about you or whoever's watching this, but my videos were all bad. But it was really important for me to keep uploading anyway. If you try and make a perfect video, if you try to be a perfect videographer when you've just started doing videography, you're never going to start. So upload often. And then the next one is just going to be social media, utilizing all different channels. Now, I'm not great at this, but you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And there's two parts of social media. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. If something was to happen to your channel, if it accidentally got deleted or whatever, you would just lose all of the people that you had worked so hard to get to. So if you can transfer them to multiple, if you can diversify your social media footprint, you have more security around your user base, which is your business, right? The other thing is different people use different platforms. I am more partial to Instagram and YouTube than I am to Facebook and Twitter. So there is a greater likelihood that I'm going to find new content on Instagram or on YouTube than I am on Facebook and Twitter. The reality, though, is there are some people that do the opposite. And so having a presence on all of those is super helpful for getting new people to come to your channel that might not otherwise see it if you just stick to one social media platform. So this one, bring your camera everywhere you can. So my days consist of, like, I'm commuting a lot because I'm in school here in Japan. And I just bring my camera with me everywhere, because when I'm actually filming a video, B-roll for me, or just like, the shots of like a tree or like cars driving or something like that, that can take a lot of time. And especially because I don't have a lot of time, if I can get good B-roll like randomly, and I can just have a library to pull on to put into videos for transitionary purposes, it just helps a lot. Obviously I can't take my camera everywhere, but it does cut down the amount of time that it takes to film the vlogs that I film when I'm like intentionally going to a place to film a vlog. The next one would be, make sure you pay attention to your analytics, whether that's on YouTube or it's on Instagram or any social media platform. Your analytics tell you who's looking at your content. They tell you when your content is being looked at, what age of people your content is, what age person is watching, is looking at your, whatever, what gender, what region they're from. And all of that information can really inform the way that you then post. Like, for instance, I post on Pacific time in California. I'm from California, so all of the people that are, not all of the people, but a great majority of the people that watch my videos are based in California. So it is most advantageous for people to watch at a time when those people are not potentially in work, which happens to be at a time when people are in work here in Japan. So that might change at some point, but just know your audience so that you know how you can best serve them. And there's YouTube analytics specifically gives you a lot of insight into your user base and where people are coming from and what they do and what they don't do and what they like and what they don't like. The next is focus on numbers, but don't focus on numbers. Any YouTuber that has just started out, or probably any YouTuber at any stage of their career as a YouTuber, can attest to kind of like the numbers game, can talk about the numbers game of like looking all the time at numbers and like subscriber count and like count and comments and all this stuff. And it's important. Like, there's a reason YouTubers say please like and comment. There's a reason people say subscribe and hit the notification bell, because all of those things translate into very real value add to the video that they worked so hard on. Like, I know that it sounds like, oh, every YouTuber says this, but the reason that it is because we're trying to tell a computer, like, you know, the computer being YouTube's platform, like, this was a valuable video. And if you didn't in fact enjoy it, then, you know, this. So it's important to pay attention to numbers to motivate you to know kind of what you want to get to. But you just have to remind yourself, like, if you're doing this only for numbers, if you're doing this only to make money, like, you're gonna burn out. You're gonna probably burn out regardless, but if you burn out doing something you're passionate about, you can get back up again. At least I feel like. And so finding a balance is really important. And then just before I get to the next one on that, the whole following for following thing just doesn't really work. I mean, it might get you a subscriber or two, but the reality is it doesn't really translate into value add for the video itself, because if you have hundreds and hundreds of people, you know, this is obviously only for YouTubers that are following other YouTubers to boost their numbers. It's gonna read to YouTube that like a lot of your subscribers don't actually watch any of your content, and that, you know, YouTube doesn't say this directly, but that might be worse than having less subscribers, to be honest. So it's just something to be aware of. Like, obviously I have plenty of YouTuber friends and I love their content, and so of course I'm subscribed to them, but I watch all of their content. So you know, make friends that are other YouTubers, because it's great, especially when you like their content, you like the stuff that they're making. But don't do follow for follow. It just doesn't work. It doesn't do anything good, and you're just kicking the can down the road. So the next one that I would say, which was really, really helpful, well, was something that I really focused on, was focus on improvement and growth. So make lots of videos and focus on the things that you can do better, and then apply those things the next time that you're filming. So if you say to yourself, I'm never looking at the camera, be intentional about that in your next video to make sure that you're looking at the camera. If you know that you're missing certain things that you want to say in your videos, be intentional about making changes to those things, because ultimately those are that progress really helps kind of guide. It's helped me in my frustrating moments of like, I have gotten better. Things have gotten better. They're not where I want them to be, but they're getting better. And just make good content, make content that you want to watch, and, you know, just take advantage of the time when your channel is new, because I think we all talk about, you know, being this big, you know, successful channel, being able to make money doing the things that we love. But the reality is, creatively speaking, this time when like only your friends are watching your content, or like you're just starting out, it's a really nice time to be able to try out new things, try out different types of videos. Oh, I like mukbangs. Oh, I don't like mukbangs. Oh, I like, you know, sitting on a couch and talking. Oh, I like being in public. Like, I like food video, you know, and you really have the time when you're a new channel to figure that stuff out. It's not that big of a deal if you do one video and then the next video is completely different than the last one, because you don't have a huge subscriber base that is counting on you to do the others, right? So take advantage of that time and just focus on improvement and growth. And then money. Don't expect it. This is a long game job. It takes a long time to make good money doing this, and even when you start making money, it's not a lot. So, when I started, I think it was really important for me to be like, this is my job, and I want to treat it as such. I don't want to treat it like a hobby. I don't want to treat it like, oh, I make videos on the side. And so for me personally, like, I needed to talk about it that way. But ultimately, like, the reality is it's very difficult to start making money immediately, and go for it, work towards it. But having a contingency plan, at least for me, has given me it's relieved me of a lot of anxiety around that. And I think a lot of times the people I have talked to maybe don't think this legit, like, entirely, but they talk about, like, the moment you start making money with YouTube, i.e. being able to put advertisements on your videos, or the moment that you've met this metric, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over the course of 12 months, that you're going to be making, like, a salary. And although I'm not even there yet, so I can't tell you for sure, I'm almost positive it's not, like, anything meaningful. So it's just something to be aware of and just be cognizant of, that it's not going to happen tomorrow, And the ninth one would just be community building. So what I mean by community building is interact with the people that interact with your videos. Always. Just always respond. I mean, unless someone's saying something rude or mean or something like that, of course. But if someone is engaged with your video or they like it, like, talk to them, ask them questions, ask them for feedback. Like, people that are watching your videos are a completely blank slate. Like, you've been looking at it for hours and hours and hours in editing. Like, it's hard to take a step back and be like, oh, this was, like, not perfect, or this was not perfect. At the same time, in my experience on YouTube, everyone has an opinion. Everyone who's a YouTuber, everyone who's not a YouTuber thinks that they have a solution for what you should or shouldn't do with your channel. A YouTube channel is a creative experience. It's art. It's yours. You do what you want to do. But it is a valuable resource to have, whether you take the advice or not, whether you take the criticism or the insight or not from someone watching your videos, be they people you don't know or be they your friends or your family. It is probably a good idea to at least, like, have that stuff, know that stuff is being said, if that makes sense. Along with that, don't be afraid to tell your friends, tell your family that you watch, my camera just stopped, but tell people that say that, it helps if you do this, because a lot of times I have experienced, especially people that are older, they just don't know, like, how meaningful it can be to have another subscriber or have more watch time or have someone like something. Like, it seems like a very infinitesimal thing for someone to do, and if you explain that to people that care about you, like, they will support you. So definitely lean on people, and continue to lean on other YouTubers that whose content you like, and build each other up. Like, YouTube seems like a very social job, but it is a very solitary job, right? You spend most of your time editing, and so take advantage of finding other people that are experiencing the same stuff that you're experiencing, or they're experiencing, like, a general similar experience as a YouTuber, because at least for me, it has helped enormously. And then the last one, as cheesy as it sounds, is just have fun, for both technical reasons, but also for, like, your sanity. Like, people that have fun on camera it translates. You can see it. People want to watch people that are having a good time. And if it seems like everything is like robotic, at least in my experience as someone that watches a lot of YouTube, I don't prefer those videos. I know that this is a weak spot for me. There's a lot of videos where I feel like I'm being too robotic because there's a lot of stuff that you need to say. There's a lot of stuff that you don't want to forget. And we're all busy. And so I get it, but I think it's just something that you have to like remind yourself that like you're doing this to have a good time. You're doing this because whatever your channel is about is something that you're passionate about. And so be passionate about it, have fun, enjoy it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed those 10 things that I thought were really important when starting a YouTube channel. Of course, there are other things. There are plenty of things I need to continue to learn. I think the biggest takeaway is make things that you like, make videos that you like, be willing to take the time that it takes, and just have fun. You know, don't assume that, don't plan to make money on this in the next couple months, because while it can happen, it doesn't always. And so yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you like content on Asia, if you like Asia vlogs, if you like language vlogs, specifically about Japan or Japanese, definitely consider looking at my other videos that I put out. Those are the ones that I actually put out every week. And consider subscribing, like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section if there are other things that you, as a new YouTuber, have noticed you know, new YouTubers need to be aware of. They might be something that I don't even know at this point, about a year in. And let's just keep being empathetic. Let's keep wandering, keep spreading positivity, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye. Train in Mandarin is 火车, 火车, 火车. So 火 is fire and 车 is car, so it's a fire car. 火车